Welcome to Align and Flow Yoga. I'm Becky, your instructor. Today we're going to focus on core strength and the possibility of going upside down in headstand, handstand, but definitely in downward facing dog. We're going to start in child's pose, which is a nice hip and shoulder opener. The extended variation. Feet touch behind your knees, out wide, arms long. Just a quick update is that I'll be using 2 blocks throughout class. I recommend you have one on hand just in case. But the 2 blocks right now are more for me so that I have, bring the floor a little bit closer for wrist flexibility. If your hips do not feel comfortable in extended child's pose with your arms long, bring your knees to touch. Sweep your arms back behind you, palms face up, and bring your forehead down toward your mat. Completely optional variations. I'll be doing extended. Oh yes, and one more thing. If you'd like to use music, I have a recommended playlist in the description. And if you have any questions, please reach out to virtual@balancegym.com. Now that we're getting started in our child's pose, start to focus on your breath. Focus on the rise and fall of your chest. Slow and steady, in and out. Make no changes to start. Just acknowledge it. And then get any wiggles out you need in your child's pose. Maybe you notice you could go a little bit deeper, so you bring your knees a little bit wider so you can sink your hips down lower. And rest your forehead down even more. On this next inhale, let your belly drop, fill up all the way. And then take an open mouth exhale if you're alone. Side out. One more like that. Inhale, fill up. Let your belly drop, be relaxed. Open mouth exhale or through your nose. This time, seal your lips. Inhale through your nose, constrict the back of your throat. Exhale through your nose. Ujjayi Pranayama, victorious breath. 2 more full breaths here. Audible inhales. Audible exhales. Inhale, table stack your shoulders above your wrists, your hips above knees. Press down into your right hand. Inhale, your left hand high up overhead, and then squeeze your hips together. If you'd like for more stability, you can always bring a block between your thighs so you can focus a little bit more on the squeeze. Exhale, thread your needle, twist to your right. Release your left shoulder and temple down to your mat. Again, you can always bring a block underneath of your head for a little bit more support in the twist. Completely optional use of props. You can also just plant them off to the side. Many arm variations. If you want to focus on the twist, stay grounded in your right hand, elbow on top of your wrist. Side body stretch, a little bit more length for your lungs. You can reach your right hand to the top corner of your mat. And shoulder opening, you'll take a half bind, tuck your right hand into your left hip crease. You can always take a moment and just adjust your hips, make sure that they're squared down toward your mat and level. And we'll be here for 2 full breaths. Round down through your right hand, inhale your left hand high. Exhale, tabletop, stack your shoulders above your wrists one more time. Quick stretch. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your gaze, arch your spine down toward your mat. Exhale, cat pose. Start to arch your spine up toward the ceiling. Draw your chin toward your chest. Stretch out through the back line of your neck. Find a neutral spine. Inhale your right hand high this time. Exhale, thread your needle. Remember the options to use blocks. Under your head, between your thighs. Your choice. And then focus on your hips for just a moment. Check that they're level. And then choose your arm variation. Again, hand down for more of a twist because you can control. Top corner for side body stretch, a little bit more space for your lungs. Or a half bind for shoulder opening. Two more full breaths here. Inhale your right hip tap. Exhale, tabletop yet again. Inhale, cow pose, drop your chest. Exhale, cat pose. This time hover your knees up as you arch your spine up toward the ceiling. Inhale, hover cow, or drop your knees if you'd like. Exhale, hover cat, engaging your core strength. Press into your hands, arch through your spine. One more set. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cat. Inhale, high plank. Walk your hands forward, shoulders over your wrists, heels over your toes. One long line of energy. Breathe here. For 4, 3, just 2, and 1. Come to your downward facing dog. Press your chest toward your thighs. Lift your hips high. Take a moment to check in with your fingertips as you drop your head between your arms. Maybe bring a mild bend into your knees to release your lower back. And feel free to pedal out your legs. Bend into one knee and the other to work your hamstrings just a little bit. Again, if your wrists don't love downward facing dog, I highly encourage the use of 2 blocks. It just lessens the angle. If you're focused more on hamstring lengthening, you might want to walk your feet a little bit closer in if you're not feeling the stretch that you'd like. If you're focused a little bit more on core strength, your downward facing dog might be a little bit longer. This will also focus a little bit more on shoulder strength as well. So any changes we make to our yoga poses will always have some benefit in a different way. 2 more full breaths in your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to a yogi squat at the top of your mat as far as feels comfortable. We're only going to be here for just a moment, shifting side to side. And then come into your ragdoll. Keep your feet to the sides of your mat so you can really focus on lowering down. Grab opposite elbows. If you'd like to lengthen through the back of your neck, interlace your hands. Or again, shoulder opening, interlace your hands or grab opposite elbows. Maybe draw the heels of your hands overhead. As low as feels comfortable. Maybe straighten one leg at a time. Again, the arm variation you choose is specific to what you need right now. And release your hands down to your mat. Bring your feet to hip width distance apart or to touch. Bend your knees to protect your lower back. Inhale, roll up one vertebra at a time, head, neck, last to come up. And then take a moment to press your toes down as you stack your shoulders above your hips. Good attention pose, hands to heart center, close your eyes. Reset. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And find your true equal standing pose by pressing into your toes and your heels. Squeeze your thighs. Lift your chin. Then pull your belly button in and up toward your spine just slightly. If you feel that you're tilting too far forward, find just your natural curve in your lower back. Take one more breath in, fill up. Just let it go. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Keep your arms up overhead. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Again, press down into your toes. Squeeze your thighs in toward one another. Pretend like you have your block between your thighs. Then lift your chin yet again. Either fingertips face one another or palms. Take a big inhale. Exhale, baby back bend. Option for a tricep stretch. Drop your thumbs to the nape of your neck. Squeeze your elbows in toward one another. And then you can press your hips forward ever so slightly. Draw your elbows back. Maybe gaze up to the ceiling if that feels comfortable for your neck. If you prefer more of an extended variation, find a steeple grip or interlace all 10 fingers. And again, press your hips forward, squeeze. Belly button in and up toward your spine. Inhale back to your extended mountain pose, relax. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips, release your hands down to your mat or your blocks. Shift your weight forward, maybe bend into your knees. Get a little bit more into your hamstrings. Inhale, start at a high halfway lift. Hands above your knees, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then pull your belly button in up toward your spine. So I've noticed that the most common mistakes in halfway lift are sending your hips too far back, arching your spine too much, or really focusing more on getting your hands down to your mat. So it's less of a halfway lift. So really focus on your core strength. By core, I mean your whole core, your lower back as well. Take another big inhale. Exhale, high plank. I'm going to cue you through a chaturanga. I currently cannot do upward facing dog. So I'm just going to cue you through the chaturanga and then modify as I need to. Again, feel free to hold a high plank. This will be great core and shoulder strengthening. You can lower all the way down to do a baby cobra for more spine strengthening. Take a big inhale, shift just slightly forward. Exhale, lower halfway, elbows hugged into your sides. I'm going to lower all the way down from here. And then you'll inhale your upward facing dog. Knees lifted off your mat, straighten your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog. The traditional variation doesn't have you come all the way down because it uses more core strength than I can use at this moment. Throughout class, I'll be cueing for high to mid plank, but I'll be demoing the high plank transition as it's safer for me at this moment. Although I do love the chest expansion and how much an upward facing dog strengthens your back. We'll flow through that one breath to one movement. Inhale, gaze to your hands. Exhale, step or float your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose, arms high. Exhale, baby back bend, choose your arm variation. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Doesn't need to be high this time. Focus on the halfway lift. Exhale, high to mid plank, lower halfway if you jump back, land in low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, baby cobra, or continue to hold. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll add on a little bit this time. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend to Nuvatasana. Inhale, extended mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Listen for the change. Exhale, squat and curl. Lift your heels, draw your knees into your chest. And then bring your forehead to your knees. Maybe wrap your arms around your thighs. This is to focus a little bit more on strengthening your hip flexors, also building strength in your feet, stretching the back line. You might need to bring your knees a little bit wider. In your child's pose this entire time. That's great. That's where we're gonna meet. Coming back to your breath, like we did at the very beginning of your class. Slow and steady. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze to your hands. Exhale, travel your feet between your wrists. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, eagle arms. Right arm under, right leg over for full eagle pose. Squeeze everything in, lift your elbows up. Or take a bear hug. Again, a great place for a block is to use it as a kickstand. If you happen to have the double bind, go for it. Most often, what you'll see is someone twist this side. So focus more on keeping your hips forward. This is a great pose to help with inversions because it focuses on your hips being level. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, eagle on your left, left arm under first. Set your gaze, left leg over. Right hip forward, left hip back. Lift your elbows, or again, your bear hug. Breathe. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, stand at attention, equal standing pose. And prepare for tree pose. Ground down through your left foot, pull your right knee in. Open your knee to the side. And then plant your foot above or below your knee. Your knee is a hinge joint, you move forward and back rather than side to side. Maybe you grow your branches or take cow face arms, your choice. So fun fact is in Sanskrit, handstand translates to downward facing tree pose, Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. If you think about it, that makes sense. It's just a balance pose, just on your hands. Take one more inhale. Exhale, equal standing pose, roll out your left ankle. Squeeze your thighs just a moment. Inhale, tree pose on the other side. Left knee comes up, foot above or below your knee. Again, the option for cow face arms. It's more of a shoulder opener. Or if you're working on your balance, arms up overhead. Or keep your hands steady. You can always reset if you fall out. And come back to your breath. Inhale, mountain pose, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, squat and curl. And then prepare for your gorilla pose. Bring your feet out wide. Then shovel your hands, bend your knees. To bring your toes up to your wrist creases. So this is Padahastasana, hand to foot pose. I like to think of this as a handstand too, so you're standing on your hands. Then bend your elbows out wide. Maybe bend your knees to shift your weight even further. wrists in the exact opposite direction that we have throughout class. And breathe here. Release your hands from your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flow through chaturanga or take another crow pose. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 full breaths. In case you're still playing with crow. Do one more standing series. Inhale your right heel high. Exhale, knee to right tricep this time. Inhale your right heel high. Exhale, right foot behind your right wrist. Spin your back foot down to a 45-degree angle. Inhale, warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. So your back foot can be at a 45-degree angle or a little bit more open, but focus pulling in your left hip forward, your right hip back. Reach your arms overhead, bend into your right knee. And just tuck your tailbone slightly under so that you're not arching your back so much. It's a little more obvious when I do it. Take a big inhale. Exhale, interlace your hands or grab opposite elbows. Inhale, press your hips forward. Exhale, humble warrior. You can stay here in your humble warrior. Or turn your fingers, up your left foot forward, and come into a pyramid pose. Again, you can always bring a block underneath. So you can find a little bit of your halfway lift and then level out your hips. So you can possibly notice that my hips were a little bit more wonky before. It's very yogic term. Keep your knee bent as you adjust your hips and then straighten. So you have a long, flat lower back. You can come into a revolved triangle from here, or you can focus on the hamstring stretch in your pyramid. A revolved triangle would focus more on a twist. We've done a whole bunch of twists throughout class as well, so that might feel good for you. Again, if you're focused more on balancing and having a little bit of fun, maybe you lift off, you can come into a revolved half moon, or revolved sugar cane. All of these are great options. We'll be here for 2 more full breaths. We'll meet a runner's lunge, so if you're already craving that, go there already. Take one more inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge, hop your left foot back. Release your hands inside of your right foot. Maybe come into a lizard if you're really craving the hip opening. Your add-on a quad stretch. You haven't had enough of those throughout class. Come back to your hands. Curl your left toes under. Inhale, side plank, open up. Vashisthasana. Stack your joints. You got this. Take a big inhale. Exhale, flow through chaturanga. Or straight to downward facing dog. Inhale your left heel high. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Inhale your left heel high. Exhale, step your left foot behind your left hand, a little bit wider than the stance we took in our 7B. Back foot down to a 45-degree angle. Inhale, warrior one. Again, Virabhadrasana 1. Right foot forward, left hip back. Check your lower back, see if you're arching too much. Just tuck your tailbone just slightly under. Breathe here. Mild bend in your back knee, and then you can focus on pressing through the knife edge, the back edge of your right foot. Pull your right hip forward and get a little bit more stretch in the back of your right leg. Take a big inhale. Exhale, find your grip for opposite elbows. Inhale, puff up. Squeeze your elbows in toward one another. Exhale, humble warrior. If your knee is in your way, step your foot a little bit further to the side. Maybe you need to hop your back foot even closer mobility. Again, feel free to stay in your humble warrior. However, if you came into pyramid pose on the other side for your hamstring stretch, keep your left knee bent. Bring your left hand to your lower back, find your level hips. Maybe you're gonna hop your right foot a little bit closer in. Fold over. Option for your revolved triangle, more of a twist. Option for revolved half moon, more of a fun balance challenge move you add on a quad stretch. Two more full breaths. Again, if you came into your runner's lunge early on the other side, go for it. Then come into your runner's lunge. Drop your right knee down, maybe your lizard pose. Maybe your quad stretch. Come back up, curling right toes under. Inhale, side plank, Vashisthasana. Squeeze your right arm into your right side body drop. Exhale, high to mid plank. Option, come straight to your downward facing dog. Or inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. So we're going to take one more playtime. Inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, turbo dog. Inhale, set your gaze forward this time. Exhale, fire float. Lift your hips high. We'll take two more. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, turbo dog. Inhale, gaze forward, like to the block I had. Exhale, fire float. And land. Last one. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, turbo dog. Inhale, set your gaze, press into your fingertips. Exhale, fire float. And land. Come to a seat on your mat. We'll take cow face pose or a hip opener. Right leg over, right leg under, just like our eagle pose. And then take your left hand, pat yourself on the back. You've done a great job. Right hand to your left elbow, press your head back into your forearm. Option is keep your right arm on the back. Grab onto your shorts. Keep your hand on your elbow, your choice. Lift up or fold forward. The shoulder opening doesn't serve you. Focus more on the hip opening. Bring your hands to your feet to press down a little bit more. And if this is really uncomfortable, just come to a seated figure four or fire lock. And then switch out. Right leg under, left leg over, left knee on top, and right ear stacked. Take your right hand, tell yourself you did a good job again. Left hand to right elbow. Maybe you sweep your arm back and underneath, and you bow forward. Or you don't. You can hold on to your shirt. Keep your hand on your elbow, or bring your hands to your feet. Press down. And then again, you have your fire lock or your seated figure four. Flex your toes if you're in your seated figure four. Check in with your left knee. Be here for two more full breaths. When you're ready, lower back down onto your mat. We'll take a fallen bridge. Knees together to touch, feet out wide. Arms down by your side. You drop your left knee in, right.
forehead to knees, knees to your forehead. Last burst of effort. Exhale, Shavasana. Arms down by your